Hello, my name is Rob Hodgman. I'm the Senior Aviation Planner at WashDOT and the Project Manager for the most recent statewide aviation economic impact study. Today I'm going to give you a brief overview of the new online economic mapping application. So the purpose of the application is to help airports connect with businesses in their local area. We found in the 2012 economic impact study that 97% of gross business income occurred within 10 miles of an airport. So this tool is designed to take it to the next level and give airport managers, sponsors, and stakeholders the ability to reach out and connect with those businesses. Uh, the NAICS codes that are identified or captured in this application are those that have a propensity to do business with aviation, and a comprehensive listing of those NAICS codes is available from our communicator. You can see here a variety of different attributes that are provided for each business. But before we start exploring and trying to locate businesses, let's get a brief orientation to the tool. So these are some of the basic tools, and I want to draw your attention to this menu, which will be reflected in the upper right corner of the mapping application. And each one of these, you click on these and they drop down a little instructional menu, which you see reflected here. So the first one is how to use the map, and as you scroll down, it'll explain various different features and how to use all the application tools. This next one then is the base map, and you can see there's a variety of different choices for which base map you would like to use. Then the third one here is layers, and you can see the blue check marks for the stars, which reflect the airport, and then for all the colored icons, which reflect the various different industry sectors. This fourth one is a legend, and then fifth one is the ability to upload other layers. So since the purpose is to reach out to businesses, let's start there. So again, you can see these are the various different icons. This is a screenshot of Snohomish Painfield Airport, and you can see I've clicked on this blue icon and it brings up Snohomish Grinding Thread Roll and their location, the number of employees, sales volume. In the same way, you can click on the airport. So now here you've seen I've clicked on Painfield, the gold star, and it lists the airport name, the airport identifier, the location. And if you click on this icon, more info, then it loads this airport profile. So each one of the 134 public use airports has its own individual airport profile. This is a 2-page document, PDF downloadable, and lists a description of the airport, shows some of the airport activities, and then on the second page it gives all the economic data. Now to get into the search tools, just a quick preview and then we'll jump into the application. So this menu bar is turned on by this icon, and this icon is in the top left corner of the tool. Once you've clicked that on, it toggles this on and off. Then you have various different tools down here that you can use, a point tool, a line tool, and a polygon tool, and then you can input a search distance. And so for this application, I used a point tool and a 10-mile radius, and you can see that there are 176 businesses that have been identified, and then each one of these tabs breaks them down into an industry segment. Now if you wanted to print out a report of all those, this icon on that menu bar at the bottom of the screen will create a PDF report, which you can see here. So the first page shows a graphic map of the area search and all the icons, and then subsequent pages have detailed listings of all the business information. But you can also print out just a single business sector. So in this case, there are 82 manufacturing businesses within this 10-mile radius, and by clicking on this icon, it creates a Microsoft Excel CSV file. And this is what it looks like. So there's a lot of code in here. You'd obviously need to eliminate some of these columns, but all the data that you're after is reflected here in this Excel spreadsheet. And then finally, the third way is with filtering. And so filtering is a tab at the bottom, and I'll demonstrate that for you in just a minute. But basically, by clicking on this menu, drops down and there's a couple of different choices. You click on filtering, and then you would want to input the information you're filtering for. So for example, petroleum manufacturing. So let's go to the next slide. You can see that this is when I click filter, this is what comes up. Industry description is what I selected from this drop down menu. Contains, and then the word petroleum, and I click OK. And it brings up a list of 42 petroleum companies within the area that was on the screen. So instead of being a radius tool, it's whatever is reflected on the screen. And so again, you can, by clicking the options button, you can export these to a CSV file. Okay, now let's go over and take a look at the application. So to find the application, you start at the WSDOT homepage, www.washdot.wa.gov, and you scroll down to modes and you click on aviation. Once the aviation page comes up, you scroll down to plans and studies and click on the aviation economic impact study. And then there are a couple of icons, but we're going to click on the economic mapping tool icon. As that screen builds. Okay, I agree. You have to click that box, and then you can move forward, and it's slowly building. And you see that the very first help menu comes up. So again, here's that list of 5 different drop-down menus, and you can scroll down and see keyboard shortcuts and what I'd mentioned about how to use the search tool and how to create reports and Excel export for a specific industry. Okay, so I can click that off, or if it's off, I can just click the next one. And here's the base map gallery, and you can have a bunch of different choices. So there's roads. I like that one. Let's stay with that one. And then the map layers. So you can click these on and off. The stars represent the airports, and then all the colored icons represent the businesses. Here's the legend, and then here's where if you want to upload other layers, and you can search for that. There's lots of ArcGIS online. Upload all kinds of different layers. And here's the toggle tool to turn on and off the search button. Okay, so let's scroll down and see if we can find Payne Field. All right, almost there. Okay, so that's building. Before I search, let's just do a couple of clicks real quick here. Okay, by clicking on the gold star for the airport, all the same information comes up, more info, and now it's building, and there's the PDF. Here's the total economic impact, 59 billion, almost 60 billion. Okay, we'll close that out. Close that down. Now let's pick a business. Let's see here. Let's go with, let's see what this one is right here. Crown Aviation LLC, the address, 25 employees, sales volume. So lots of really neat information there. Okay. Now we'll engage the search tool, and we'll use the point, and we'll click right on the airport symbol. And it defaults to 1 mile, but if you wanted to go out to 10 miles, just type in 10 and enter. And there we go. And so you can see that there are 359 businesses in that area, 194 manufacturing businesses. So let's try to create that report. We'll call this Payne Field Businesses. Okay. And it's building the report. So it takes a long time for the map portion to build, but let me scroll down and you can see the listing. So here's manufacturing and all the various different manufacturing companies. Quite a few. Okay, so you get the idea. All right, now let's say I just wanted to export the manufacturing. So I'll click on that and it brings them all up, and then I can export that to a CSV file. Okay, let's open that up. Okay, and here's that file, and you can see there's quite a bit of coding, but we can use whichever columns and we can hide columns. You know, it's the same basic Excel functions. All right. Let's clear all that out. And then the last feature is the filtering. So here's the filtering, and click on filter. And we're going to add an expression. And the expression is going to be industry description contains manufacturing. And click OK. And now, instead of using the search tool, it's searching for everything that's on the screen. And then if we wanted to export that list, we just go over here to Options, Export All to CSV. Okay, let's open that. Okay, and here are all those companies. Quite a few. Okay, so that's it. That's a brief overview. If you have any questions, here's my contact information. Please feel free to contact me and I'll be happy to walk you through it. Thank you for watching.